When you've made the decision to sell your home, there are several things we recommend to prepare your home to sell in the near future. To win the battle for buyer attention, sellers have to play an active role in setting the stage to turn their home now into the marketable product house for sale. Professionally staging a home will increase its value, create excitement in realtors and buyers, and frequently lead to a faster sale. And yes, you can do it yourself. Staging can save you a lot of money if you get some valuable advice from a good realtor before you begin. The first step to selling success is to find out what you're up against. So before and during the selling process, you're going to keep checking out the MLS Gateway. That's an online tool that your agent will be able to provide to you, and what it's going to do is give you access to all the other active listings that you're competing with. When you're checking out those listings, what I'd like you to do is to look at their comments as well as their photos, and look for property condition, highlighted features, move-in readiness, and any staging tactics, of course, that will work for you too. Next, you want to create a staging plan. Great staging requires that you cover all your bases just like a pro would every single time. Whether you hire a professional stager or work with your agent to do it yourself, put together a staging plan complete with checklist and photos of what your home looks like when it's ready to show. Follow the plan before every single showing to make sure you've put your best foot forward. Now, before you head out to buy new accessories to spruce up your home, focus first on the items that you can remove to enhance the buyer's experience. The best signs of things that you should eliminate are the things that you aren't using and the things that you're planning to get rid of before you move. Now you also want to work on depersonalizing and decluttering, and these are the most critical steps of staging. And yes, they can sometimes be the most challenging. To make it easier, start by pre-packing and storing away all the items you won't need until after the move, and then remove anything personal like family photos. By having family photos around, sometimes it prevents buyers from envisioning the home as their own. You also want to focus on storage. Real estate agents say they often catch house hunters opening bathroom cabinets and closets, so disband the clutter and clean out the cabinets. You want to show the buyer storage, not lack of storage. Storage sells homes, and it also ranks very high in the buyer's priority list. So time for the infamous honey-do list. Make your home a high-maintenance zone. Repair squeaky doors, chipped or smudged paint, as well as broken fixtures or any fittings that you've neglected. Next, I'd like to suggest a coat or two of paint. It's always a great investment. If you decide to make the effort, consider flat paint in the areas for resting and relaxing. And you can add some colors, but neutral still is always best. Satin paint is great for common areas and places where there's a bit more action, like the kitchen. Don't forget the floors. Professionally clean those carpets, get rid of worn carpets, and consider refinishing shabby hardwood floors. An inexpensive new area rug's a great quick fix and can disguise the look of old floors. So now you get to pretend your mother or mother-in-law or your favorite clean freak friend is coming over for a visit. Think hotel clean. Mop, dust, vacuum, wash windows, baseboards, even the cat and dog. Remember that people will look in your cupboards, under your sinks, and in your closets. Always pay particular attention to odors. You might even consider consulting a neutral nose by having a friend come by for a smell test. Now you want to grab those buyers right at the curb. You've seen them, buyers hunking down lower the cars driving in front of your house before deciding whether they're going to request a showing or not. Make these potential buyers fall in love with your home from the street. By adding simply potted plants and flowers, power washing patios and walkways, weeding the garden, and mowing the lawn. It's your first chance to make a great impression, so let's make it count. So before we get started on before and after comparisons, one more thing I'd like to note. When you're ready to set the stage, think about accentuating the positive. Sellers, you know what you love best about your home. It's usually what you also saw when you first bought your home that made you fall in love with it and made it feel particularly special. Whether it's the staircase, a great view from the kitchen sink, stunning built-in bookshelves, or maybe even a great 3-car garage, do something to make the buyers linger in that magical space. So let's take a look here at this before and after picture. Pretty simple, really. The bed and the rug were placed at an angle, the curtains and the personal photos were removed, furniture was rearranged. It's likely the bookshelf has been taken out of the room, I think, but you can't really tell because obviously it's not a full shot. But at least I'm sure some of the books were packed away and maybe moved to another wall. And then of course they reduced probably some furniture as well from the looks of it. And for lighting, very critical, the window shade is now open, all the lights are turned on for added brightness. Next, I'd like you to take a look at the top picture. In this example of the dining room, there's only a few changes. If you take a look, they have removed the leaf in the middle of the table and 2 of the chairs to add more space in the room. They moved the buffet off to the opposite wall, again, creating more space, and they only left 2 of the accent decorations. They removed the tablecloth and the rug, and then they added a plant in the corner for color. So speaking of color, here's an example down below. And that's all this is adding color to this room. 2 plants, wall decorations were added, and then a window covering was added for that finishing touch. This is probably one of my favorite photos to sit here and show light. It's absolutely everywhere. I mean, every single corner. So, very, very critical. Remember, lighting is the most effective way to set a mood. So speaking of moods, we're also going to talk about this here. For creating serene bedrooms, create a relaxing setting with luxurious linens and soft colors that will make the potential buyer want to sit back and relax. So here's a tip. If you don't have a lot of money, or maybe there's a bedroom that is kind of empty or doesn't have a bed in it, what you can do is just put the frame in and then add an inexpensive air mattress and then dress it up with neutral patterned bedding. Works just the same. So now you're ready to sell your home in 2013. Our peak buying season in the area begins in January and slows down by April. Our 2 highest months for closings in the past have been April or May. So when you're ready, give us a call to set up a time to help you create that staging strategy and also a broker price opinion. And what that's going to do is give you an estimated sales price based on what's currently happening in the market at that time. Of course, we will continue to update that with you periodically. So thanks for again watching the videos, and of course if you have any questions, just shoot us an email at info@farhathomes.com. Thanks again. Bye-bye.